let's just get into the fact that Cody is really excited that I get to do my first retraction this week.
Yeah.
What?
Ken
What?
misled us, and we reported bad information.
Ken, how
because
could
of
you?
Ken.
How could I? Well, the response I got from the distribution company was a little...
It was pretty clear in the email.
I don't think it was that
Somebody just didn't read it right or read it at all.
So Netflix is going 600 locations for Knives Out 2, the Bloomin' Onion. And,
Otherwise known as Glass Onion.
okay, sure. And last week I said they were going to the big three, Cinemark,
Only.
Regal, and AMC only.
Only. That's the key word.
And that is not the case. They will be playing in a half dozen independent locations who qualify based on grossing history from Knives Out 1.
Yeah.
So that line was in the email, and you did
Yes.
not read that line.
And he did not read
It
that
was
line.
not in that.
It was in the email.
Anyway.
To be fair, it wasn't in the trades either. I was
But if,
looking on the
Yes.
deadlines, the varieties. They were saying it was in those three chains.
But
Right.
if you're listening to this podcast, you do not qualify for this film.
That is probably accurate.
Or if you somehow do, how did you do it?
Yeah. So they took the top 600 locations, mostly AMC, Regal, and Cinemarks, and then they had they had a baseline figures that you had to make on the first Knives Out. Over the 3-day weekend, it was around a $10,000 cutoff. So if you made $10,000 in the first Knives Out on that 3-day weekend, you would have been in contention for that 600 print count. But I think everybody forgets that was the weekend of Frozen 2. And so nobody was giving Knives Out that many screens that way
Yeah.
weekend.
That would have something to do with it.
Yeah.
It would make more sense.
That definitely hurt a bunch of the locations I'm aware of. So
Because you had to live through it.
and nobody's told everybody that it was a Wednesday opening. I forgot about that. So there's a couple days of grosses that could have been wrapped up into that Friday, Saturday, Sunday where it should have been, but it wasn't. So yeah, that's okay. Still wouldn't have made the cut in most of my spots. I'm just bitter about it.
Any of your spots. Any spots we've ever even heard of.
No, we have circuits that are top 500 circuits, and that they didn't get it because that weekend they had over screened Frozen 2 and under screened Knives Out. Now that was rectified in the weeks after and the days after as Frozen 2 kind of went down, Knives Out grew. I think everybody forgets that Knives Out, while it was a very big movie, was a slow burn. It was big because word of mouth made it big. It was, this is a good movie. Go out and see it, and it had what we call legs, and it gained over time. It wasn't like a bam, flash in the pan, big opening. So nobody was.
And it was also Lionsgate, so it had a smaller print count and didn't go everywhere. And
no.
Okay, well let's move on. I screwed
Ken
up.
officially retracted it. So yes, there are some Marcuses and Harkins out there that got this movie.
Also,
I still think we were right.
eat it.
We were for the most part like 95% right.
I think
I think it's probably closer to 99, but anyway.
the points we made still stand in the last episode,
Yeah.
which you should check out and listen to if you haven't already. But we still had to retract that because it wasn't fully correct what we were.
I did
what
have
our
a line
information
about
was.
how Harkins and Marcus should be pissed that they didn't get any. Well, they did in some spots.
Yeah, but
they got like one.
Yeah, exactly. By a technicality,
So-
we were wrong.
Retracted, but sorry, not sorry.
Yeah.